But Los Angeles is much more than a postcard image. It is a city with a long and complex history, shaped by diverse cultures and dramatic events. From its humble beginnings as a Spanish pueblo to its current status as a global metropolis, Los Angeles has always been a city of dreams, a place where people come to reinvent themselves and chase their ambitions. This essay will explore the remarkable journey of Los Angeles, from its indigenous roots to its present-day complexities. We will delve into the key periods and events that have shaped this iconic city, highlighting the challenges and triumphs that have molded its unique identity. Los Angeles is a city of contrasts, a place where the glitz and glamour of Hollywood coexist with the grit and determination of everyday life. It is a city that has witnessed both great progress and profound struggles, a place where the American dream has been both realized and challenged. Through its history, Los Angeles has shown a remarkable ability to adapt and reinvent itself, constantly evolving to meet the challenges of a changing world. Long before the arrival of Europeans, the Los Angeles Basin was home to the Tongva, a Native American people who thrived for centuries in this coastal paradise. The Tongva were known for their deep connection to the land, the sea, and the sky, living in a region that provided them with an abundance of resources. Their villages were often situated near rivers, streams, and the ocean, allowing them to fish, hunt, and gather with great efficiency. The Tongva's intimate knowledge of their environment enabled them to develop sophisticated methods for utilizing the natural resources around them, ensuring their survival and prosperity for generations. The Tongva, also known as the Gabrielinos by the Spanish, were a deeply spiritual people who lived in harmony with nature. Their spirituality was woven into every aspect of their daily lives, from the way they harvested food to the ceremonies they performed, to honor the spirits of the land. They believed that every element of the natural world was imbued with a spirit, and they sought to live in balance with these forces. This profound respect for nature was reflected in their art, their music, and their stories, which were passed down through generations. They were skilled hunters, gatherers, and fishermen, utilizing the region's abundant resources to sustain their communities. The Tongva people developed a variety of tools and techniques to hunt game, catch fish, and gather edible plants. They used bows and arrows, traps and fishing nets, and they knew which plants could be used for food, medicine, and other purposes. Their diet was diverse, including acorns, seeds, nuts, fruits, and a variety of animals from the land and sea. This knowledge of their environment was crucial for their survival and allowed them to thrive in a region with such diverse ecosystems. The Tongva lived in villages called ki'i, typically located near water sources and connected by a network of well-worn trails. These villages were made up of dome-shaped houses constructed from willow branches and tule reeds, providing shelter and comfort. The trails that connected the villages were not just paths for travel, they were lifelines that facilitated trade, communication, and cultural exchange between different Tongva communities. These trails also connected the Tongva to other neighboring tribes, fostering a network of relationships that extended beyond their immediate territory. They were skilled artisans, crafting baskets, pottery, and tools from natural materials. The Tongva were particularly renowned for their basketry, creating intricate and beautiful designs that were both functional and artistic. These baskets were used for a variety of purposes, including storage, cooking, and carrying goods. Pottery was another important craft, with the Tongva creating vessels for cooking, storage, and ceremonial purposes. Their tools, made from stone, bone, and wood, were essential for their daily activities and reflected their ingenuity and resourcefulness. Their lives were deeply intertwined with the rhythms of the natural world, their beliefs and ceremonies reflecting a deep reverence for the land and its creatures. The Tongva held numerous ceremonies throughout the year to mark important events, such as the changing of the seasons, the harvest, and significant life events like births and marriages. These ceremonies often involved music, dance, and storytelling, serving to strengthen the bonds within the community and to honor their ancestors and the spirits of the land. The Tongva's cultural practices were a testament to their deep connection to the natural world and their understanding of the delicate balance that sustained their way of life. The arrival of Spanish explorers in the 16th century marked a turning point in the history of the Tongva. The Spanish brought with them new technologies, animals, and plants, but they also brought diseases and a different way of life that would have a profound impact on the Tongva. The Spanish established missions in the region, aiming to convert the Tongva to Christianity and to integrate them into the Spanish colonial system. This period of contact and colonization brought significant changes to the Tongva's traditional way of life. European diseases, forced labor, and the loss of their traditional lands decimated the Tongva population. The introduction of diseases such as smallpox, to which the Tongva had no immunity, led to devastating epidemics that significantly reduced their numbers. The Spanish missions also imposed a system of forced labor, disrupting the Tongva's traditional economic and social structures. Additionally, the loss of their lands to Spanish settlers and the imposition of new agricultural practices further eroded their way of life. Despite these hardships, the Tongva people showed remarkable resilience and adaptability. Despite these hardships, their legacy endures in the place names, cultural practices, and archaeological sites that dot the Los Angeles landscape. Many of the names of places in the Los Angeles area, such as Topanga, Tujunga, and Cahuenga, are derived from Tongva words, serving as a reminder of the region's indigenous heritage. Tongva descendants continue to practice and preserve their cultural traditions, passing them down to future generations. Archaeological sites throughout the region provide valuable insights into the Tongva's way of life and their enduring legacy. The story of the Tongva is a reminder of the deep indigenous roots of Los Angeles. It is a story of resilience, adaptation, and survival in the face of immense challenges. The Tongva's contributions to the cultural and historical fabric of the region are significant and enduring. Their knowledge of the land, their spiritual practices, and their artistic achievements continue to inspire and inform our understanding of the Los Angeles Basin's rich history. It is a story that deserves to be remembered and honored as we explore the city's multifaceted history. By acknowledging and celebrating the Tongva's legacy, we gain a deeper appreciation for the diverse and complex history of Los Angeles. Their story is not just a chapter in the past, but a living heritage that continues to shape the identity of the region today. As we walk through the streets of Los Angeles, we are walking on the land that the Tongva once called home, and their spirit lives on in the vibrant culture and history of the city. The arrival of Spanish explorers and missionaries in the 18th century ushered in a new era for Los Angeles. These early adventurers were driven by a mix of religious zeal and the quest for new territories. They traversed vast and often hostile landscapes, bringing with them not only their faith but also their customs, traditions, and a vision for a new society. In 1781, under the leadership of Governor Felipe de Neve, a group of 44 settlers established El Pueblo de Nuestra Señora la Reina de Los Angeles del Rio Porciúncula, the town of Our Lady, the Queen of the Angels of the Porciúncula River. This small but determined group included individuals of diverse backgrounds, including Spanish, Native American, and African descent, reflecting the multicultural roots of the city. This lengthy and rather poetic name would eventually be shortened to the much more manageable Los Angeles. Over time, the name evolved through various forms and abbreviations, mirroring the city's own transformation from a modest settlement to a bustling metropolis. The Pueblo was strategically located near the Los Angeles River, providing a vital water source for the fledgling community. This river not only sustained the early settlers, but also became a focal point for the town's growth, influencing its layout and development. Life in early Los Angeles revolved around agriculture, with settlers establishing ranchos and cultivating crops like grapes, olives, and citrus fruits. These agricultural activities were the backbone of the local economy, fostering a sense of community and cooperation among the settlers. The Spanish missions, established throughout California, played a significant role in the religious and economic life of the region, often relying on the forced labor of indigenous populations. These missions were not only centers of worship but also hubs of agricultural and artisanal production, shaping the social and economic landscape of early California. In 1821, Mexico gained independence from Spain, and Los Angeles became part of the newly formed Mexican Republic. This transition marked a new chapter in the city's history, bringing changes in governance, land ownership, and cultural influences. Under Mexican rule, Los Angeles continued to grow, attracting a diverse population of rancheros, merchants, and immigrants from around the world. This period saw the expansion of trade and commerce, with the city becoming a melting pot of cultures and traditions. The city's strategic location on the Pacific coast made it an important trading center, connecting California to the wider world. Ships from various countries docked at its ports, bringing goods, ideas, and people, further enriching the cultural tapestry of Los Angeles. The Spanish and Mexican periods laid the foundation for Los Angeles's development, establishing its agricultural roots and shaping its cultural identity. The traditions and practices introduced during these times would leave a lasting legacy, influencing the city's evolution for centuries. The blend of Spanish, Mexican, and indigenous influences would continue to resonate in the city's architecture, cuisine, and cultural traditions for generations to come. From the adobe structures to the vibrant festivals and culinary delights, the early history of Los Angeles is a testament to the rich and diverse heritage that still defines the city today. The year 1848 marked a pivotal turning point in the history of Los Angeles and California as a whole. This year saw the conclusion of the Mexican-American War, a conflict that had significant implications for the region. The war, which began in 1846, was driven by the United States' desire to expand its territory westward, a concept known as manifest destiny. The conflict resulted in numerous battles and skirmishes, ultimately leading to a decisive victory for the United States. The Mexican-American War ended with the signing of the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, ceding California and other territories to the United States. This treaty was a monumental document that reshaped the map of North America. It not only transferred vast tracts of land from Mexico to the United States, but also set the stage for the rapid development and transformation of these newly acquired territories. Los Angeles, once a remote outpost on the edge of the Spanish Empire, was now part of a rapidly expanding nation. The city's early days were marked by its role as a small, sleepy pueblo, a far cry from the bustling metropolis it would eventually become. The transition from a Spanish outpost to an American city was not instantaneous, but it set in motion a series of events that would forever change the character and destiny of Los Angeles. The discovery of gold in California in 1849 sparked a massive influx of people, transforming the state's demographics and economy. This event, known as the California Gold Rush, attracted fortune seekers from all over the world. The promise of untold riches drew tens of thousands of people to California, leading to a population explosion and significant economic growth. The gold rush was a catalyst for change, bringing new opportunities and challenges to the region. Los Angeles, though not directly affected by the gold rush, benefited from its proximity to the goldfields, becoming a vital supply center and transportation hub. The city's strategic location made it an essential stop for those traveling to and from the goldfields. As a result, Los Angeles saw an increase in trade and commerce, laying the groundwork for its future growth and development. The city's population exploded, and its economy diversified, with new industries and businesses emerging to cater to the growing population. The influx of people brought with it a demand for goods and services, leading to the establishment of various enterprises. From agriculture to manufacturing, Los Angeles began to develop a more complex and varied economic base, setting the stage for its transformation into a major urban center. In 1876, the arrival of the Southern Pacific Railroad connected Los Angeles to the rest of the United States, further accelerating its growth. The railroad was a game changer, providing a reliable and efficient means of transportation for people and goods. It opened up new markets and opportunities, facilitating the movement of agricultural products, manufactured goods, and people. The connection to the National Rail Network was a significant milestone in the city's development. The railroad opened up new markets for California's agricultural products and made it easier for people and goods to reach the city. This connectivity was crucial for the economic development of Los Angeles, as it allowed local producers to sell their goods to a broader audience. The increased accessibility also attracted new residents and businesses, contributing to the city's rapid growth and diversification. Los Angeles experienced a building boom, as new neighborhoods sprang up and businesses flourished. The demand for housing and commercial spaces led to a surge in construction activity. New residential areas were developed to accommodate the growing population, while businesses expanded to meet the needs of the city's residents. This period of intense development laid the foundation for the modern city we know today. The late 19th century was a period of rapid transformation for Los Angeles, as it shed its sleepy Pueblo past and embraced its future as a major American city. The city's evolution was marked by significant social, economic, and infrastructural changes. Los Angeles was no longer a small, isolated settlement. It was becoming